Bears latest, Fan Art Sports. I'm Dan Levy. The Green Bay Packers suck. Welcome in as we get rocking and rolling here. Week 2 of training camp, Hallis Hall. Pads are on. Things are getting a little more interesting as we start diving deeper and seeing what's going on here. Things that we got to wonder about, things we're going to talk about, it all happens on this channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the notifications bell, and you can be notified as to every time another episode of this drops. Glad to have you with me. Glad we could all talk Bears. Glad we could all agree that the Packers suck. And their last good quarterback now plays for the Steelers, and they'll tarnish that reputation very soon. Don't you worry about that. But what we're concerned about are what everybody else is concerned about. Week 2, which means week 1, still has a nasty taste in the mouths of national media. That's right. Looks like we got some issues when it comes to people that made a stop at Hallis Hall last week, and it's making national headlines. Big expectations for our boy, our QB, our man, Caleb Williams. Year 1 under Ben Johnson, and we discussed it ad nauseum before. Yes, Caleb had some concerns. There were things that did not look good in week 1. He looked like he was bringing a lot of things from last season to the forefront, and it raised some concerns. It's not a great look when what happened, but keep in mind, they are throwing the kitchen sink at this dude right now. So, rough rookie season starts to raise concerns. Then he steps foot in this new training camp. Everybody's happy. We're all positive. And Caleb's throwing picks. Caleb's looking terrible. The first tier offense gets ripped off the field. Other quarterbacks are looking better. Case Keenum looks better. Tyson Bagent looks better. And in the eyes of Albert Breer, NFL insider, went on the Rich Eisen show and said, and I quote, "I think Caleb's got ways to go. It did not look good the day I was there." And when I talk to people about why, it's because they're trying to make him throw a fire hose, which means, again, the quarterback that we're watching, they are drilling the living crap out of Caleb Williams right now. What that means is that right now they are unfolding an entire offense that won't necessarily be the offense when we start this season. They're just giving him everything. They're trying to get him fast. They're trying to get him up to speed. They're trying to get him to start to make decisions quicker. They're trying to get him to start to be a better player on the field and do more than just rely on God-given talent. Tyson Bagent, Case Keenum, they're a little more poised. They have a little more understanding of what's going on. Caleb Williams is in a different fire. He is under a different barn burn, and they are doing a lot more. They are purposely trying to overload him, trying to speed his process, and trying to do his learning. Now, the reason behind this, and again, we've talked about it before, is that they have less time to prepare. They only have an hour and a half practices, just a little bit before they blow that whistle. Everyone's got to get off. There's no more two-a-days, and they're just kind of rushing this along, which means Caleb has very little to do when it comes to this improvement. Most of it that we're seeing is what we're seeing. It's not what's happening behind the scenes. It's not what's happening behind closed doors. And what we're seeing is just a fraction of what they want to do. Despite the early struggles, Breer sees a strategy behind the chaos, and he says that I think there's a method to what Ben is doing. I would trust him with a quarterback, but it's like a thoroughbred horse you're trying to break to get them to do exactly what you need them to do. Exactly. It's just like that. You're trying to break Caleb Williams on purpose. Do not take what you're seeing verbatim. Do not take the negatives of Caleb Williams and start going, this guy sucks. We're going to be better under Tyson Bagent. I've already heard from media in Chicago saying Tyson's better. I heard from one media guy out there that you guys watch who said if Tyson Bagent was starting, the Bears would win 12 games. No. If we are in week 12 and Tyson Bagent has been our quarterback, we're screwed. He may just be effective enough to run the offense like Purdy. That's not a great quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's got a lot of weapons. Got a lot of dudes he can work around. He's a good quarterback. He's functional, but he's not a star. I know people say he's a star. He's done well with this team, done great in that system. Jared Goff also did well. Is he a star? I don't know. We'll see what he's like without Ben Johnson as we go into this league. We'll see what happens when he's going full blast. And we'll see what happens what he's doing when he's got no longer the offensive coordinators and injuries have mounted, including a center that is hurt as well. We'll see what Jared Goff does. But the one thing we're not concerned about right now, and I personally am going to jump in this camp, Ben Johnson says it the same way. Everything with Caleb Williams is fine. He didn't meet all the sky-high rookie expectations, but there's growing optimism inside Hallis Hall. Ben Johnson, known for his offensive creativity in Detroit, believes the young quarterback is on the verge of a breakout. He said, and I quote, his process is really clean. And then he also said, I probably just see growth. His process is really clean right now. He's doing the work behind the scenes that no one else is seeing, and we're starting to see dividends, which means don't react to what it is that you're seeing on a practice field. Like Allen Iverson said, it's practice. It's practice. It's not a game. This isn't a game. We haven't seen Caleb Williams playing a game. They are purposely trying to break this dude down. We're watching it. We're observing it. It hurts to see it. I got a kid. I don't know if anybody else has children out there. I coach kids sports, and I know what it's like when I'm with my son out there. We're playing basketball and football and baseball, and he's confident in something, and I feel like I got to break him down. He's 10 years old. I want him to learn a new jump shot. He's getting a little bit stronger. And he's mad at me because I'm trying to get him to shoot like a regular jump shot instead of this underhand. Everybody knows that underhand shot when you're playing basketball. So I got to break him down. And now I got him in an older league where I'm coaching it. He's the youngest, and it's a firestorm. He's dealing with kids that are 3 years older than he is, at 10 years old, at 13. That's a difference in play. That's almost a man playing against a kid. He's learning how to play the game over again. He was once the older kid, and now he's learning to play. But he's good, and he can shoot. And he can hang with those kids. Caleb Williams is a good quarterback. We had a really sucky season. And for the sake of not doing it, I'm not trying to curse on this show. I don't think it's one of those kinds of things that I should be doing because I'm not sure how many people are watching that are underage. And I just don't think it's very appropriate to curse, especially on a YouTube channel where anybody can watch it. He got screwed. Last season, the Bears got screwed. They all did. The offensive line folded like a cheap suit. We had an offensive coordinator that didn't know how to coach when players were, even rookie quarterbacks, Caleb Williams and DJ Moore and veterans were saying to their offense coordinator, you need to coach us harder. And he said, what do you want me to do? They fired him. Matt Eberflus could not get his act together and fell for the pressure and failed, and he's gone. So we got a whole new offense going on. We got a new coach that is trying to implement his system, and at the same time, that coach is trying to establish a culture. That is what we're looking at him. That's what we're looking at here. That's what you're seeing right now. So I'm sorry, national media coming down for one time and one time only and making bold predictions. And this is what I saw. And talking to other media, here's what it is. Yes, you're not seeing what's going on. It's time to break this barrier. The Bears had never had a quarterback throw over 4,000 yards in a single season, a stat that continues to loom large over this franchise. And until last season, they never had a 3,000-yarder. Caleb did that. Many scouts view Williams as a generational talent, and Chicago aggressively moved up the draft to number 1 to go snag him in 2024. And after flashes of promise last season, the hope is that he could take a significant leap forward in year 2, and Ben Johnson thinks that is possible. And again, if he's going to prove that he's the franchise QB, then we are going to have to wait and see what this is. And right now, the NFC North, not as strong as it was last season. I don't think the Green Bay Packers are that good. I don't think they have enough weapons. I don't think Jordan Love is that good of a quarterback. They overpaid for a guy who is effective but is injury prone. They don't have enough for what they got to do. Minnesota's scary. I'll be honest. I don't know what they got in that water in Minnesota, but if a guy like Sam Darnold can come in and do what he did and be as effective as he was, that is scary. But the Bears almost beat them. And the Bears weren't even good last season. They almost took a couple games from those guys. So tap the brakes, and I hate quoting Aaron Rodgers because he sucks, and so does the Green Bay Packers. RELAX. It's just training camp. It's just practice. It's just getting everybody used to this. What you're seeing from Tyson and Case, good. Let there be some better backups out there. Let those guys be good enough to help Caleb break this down. He needs guys that are going to be with him out there and help this quarterback. And if those guys know anything, they're going to be out there helping their guy, not being one of those, hey, it's a battle. I want number one. Tyson, you're not getting number one. Try all you want. The Bears did not invest in you. They got you just in case. You're just in case. You're insurance. You're not the guy yet. Could you be? We'll see. Not sure. But again, we're dealing with a coach who created Jared Goff into a career quarterback in Detroit. He's hoping to do the same with Caleb. The tools are there. The preparation is there. And now Johnson puts it, the dividends may be about to pay off. Time will tell, but Caleb Williams, we'll see. We'll see, but don't judge it. And don't even judge it by the preseason either. We're not even really sure what's going on. All we know is that Ben Johnson is taking it to Caleb Williams. He's implementing this offense. He's giving him the entire full menu. And as he starts to figure out what Caleb is good at and what he's not, he will start to tailor that offense and shrink it down to the plays that he knows Caleb can do and work within that system. So everybody just relax. Caleb is all good. He's got to get out of his own head. He's got a real coach. He wanted to be coached. We got it. Got a new system. We got it. Check. And the defense, yes, that is pretty clean as well. Then we make our way over towards some good news. When we talk about who Caleb Williams is going to be tossing it to, we were saying forever, DJ Moore is our number one guy. DJ Moore is our dude. That dude is awesome. And then the Bears last season, after drafting Caleb, went ahead and snagged Rome Odunze, who we saw flashes of okay, didn't really see much. And then the rumors started happening. Rome Odunze is about to take this next leap. He's about to be the other wide receiver that's going to go ahead and get over 1,000 yards. Last season, DJ Moore just a few yards away from the 1,000 mark. 6 TDs, while productive, but he wasn't there and that offense wasn't there. But Rome Odunze, Chicago's first-round pick in 2024, made a strong impression in his rookie year. Tallied 54 receptions, just under 800 yards and 3 TDs, averaging a healthy 13.6 yards per catch. Odunze is going to be that guy. Right now, we got 2 wide receivers, and there could be even rumors about a battle for the number 1. Is Rome Odunze ready to take it over from DJ Moore? I don't know, and I don't care, but I love it. Have these 2 guys battling it out for who can make the most, who can snag the most yards, who can get the most touchdowns. This is a good problem to have. A battle for the number 1 wide receiver mode? Yes. We tried to do that with DJ Moore in the past. We had a lousy season last season, but he still fell short of the 1,000 mark, which I think this season, those guys are going to bounce right through that. I see a lot of big numbers for both of those guys. And if Odunze does take over as the alpha, it might just be the spark that pushes the offense into the elite territory that it's got to be. So we're hoping that we see that, and we're hoping that this is what we got. Now, before we run along and do what we got to do, we had a comment from Old School Brawler. He is on our comment section. Again, welcome everybody into the comment section. Obviously, this is a guy who's not a Bears fan, and I'm okay with it. He said this. Yeah, I think you guys got the 4th place finish down pat. I think you'll find that Ben Johnson is not a good coach, a great OC, but he's not a leader of men. He's actually pretty slimy. You'll see. Give it a couple of years. All right. I don't care if it takes a couple of years. If the next 1 or 2 we see a breakout season and we see Caleb Williams do what he's got to do, hell yeah. All right. After 4 or 5 seasons, he's gone. What do I care? Get us the Super Bowl, Ben. Caleb, do what you got to do. Prove these guys wrong. There's not a lot of naysayers out there. There's plenty of them, people that, that'll continue to crap on the Bears. Oh, the Packers. Oh, the NFC North is tough. We have no idea what's about to happen this season. What I do know is that the Detroit Lions has less. What I do know is that the Green Bay Packers suck, and Jordan Love is not that guy. The Minnesota Vikings are strong, but we'll see exactly what this is. And again, even when the Bears were shaky at best last season, they still almost took the win. Once again, this has been Bears Latest. I'm Dan Levy. Green Bay Packers suck. FGB. Let's get that hashtag flowing. Follow me on all the socials at Base On Air, BASS On Air. Drop your likes, your comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you think is going to be the number one wide receiver. What are your concerns? What are you excited about? Let's talk all things Chicago Bears right here in the comment section. I'll get at you. Comment. I will chat it up with you. Give me your best. Give me your best questions, your concerns. You want to battle me? Let's rock. Base On Air, BASS On Air. This again has been Bears Latest, Fan Art Sports. I'm Dan Levy, reminding you once again that the Green Bay Packers suck. Bear freaking down. Let's do this.